90-90 hip internal rotation and external rotation. You're going to start by positioning your legs in 90 degree of hip flexion, 90-degree knee bend, and a 90-degree ankle bend. You're going to do the same with your back leg, 90-degree knee flexion, and 90 degrees of ankle dorsiflexion. Once you're in this position, you want to keep your trunk up nice and tall. You're going to take your hand, you're going to grab your foot, and then you're going to frame the outside of your forward knee with your other hand. From here, I want you to keep your chest up, actively pull from your hip flexor, bringing your trunk down towards the floor, getting a stretch in the glute of the forward leg. Once you're in this position, we want to make it active for your glutes. So drive your forward knee down into the ground for a 5-second hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax and see if you can pull your trunk from your hip flexors further down towards the floor without rounding your back. Once in this position, drive your forward knee down into the ground, see if you can intensify the stretch. Then from here, pushing through your knee, bring your trunk up to the start position. Place your hands behind your hips. And we're going to shift, taking the stretch from this hip from this hip over to this hip. So now we're going to start stretching the internal rotators of your back leg. So once in this position, you're going to take this knee and drive it down into the ground. See if you can actively get into further hip internal rotation of this back leg. And relax. And do it again. Drive this knee down into the ground. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then you're going to switch sides. Setting yourself up, 90-degree bend at your hip, knee, ankle of the back leg. From here, chest up. Using your hip flexors, pull yourself down towards the ground. Chest up, bring your hands towards your knee, grab your front foot. From here, drive your front leg down into the ground. Let's hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. See if you can use your hip flexors. Pull your trunk closer towards the floor, intensifying the stretch on the back hip. Hold for another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Actively drive your forward knee down into the ground. Bring your trunk up to the start position. And now we're going to switch to the other side, stretching the hip internal rotators of the back leg. So hands behind your hips. And then once in this position, take this knee, drive it down into the ground, intensifying the stretch of your hip internal rotators. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. And make it active again. Drive that knee down into the ground. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And relax.